It's David Wow here, and I spent 69.69 hours playing through all the mobile game of the year finalists just for you, and I'm shocked by the winner. Here are the finalists, and here's what I honestly think. But I've got to warn you, some of these finalists might make you go, huh? First up, we have Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. FF7 Ever Crisis is a semi-new mobile game that combines Final Fantasy VII and the trillion other Final Fantasy VII spin-offs out there into one uniquely wrapped little game. When I heard about this, the first thing I asked was, will we get to see spicy Tifa and Aerith outfits? And they didn't fail to deliver. I shed blood to unlock Aerith and Tifa's summer outfits, and I really hope one day they give us Beyonce Tifa, SpongeBob Sephiroth, and Borat Barrett. The battle system is smooth and slick, and it's fun seeing extra content that serves like a fine garnish to the canon FF7 story. Like sweet scenes between Cloud and Tifa, being able to play as young Sephiroth, and it's good to introduce First Soldier to those who never got to play the now shut down game. You can send your chocobos out on adventures, play unique character storylines, and participate in limited events, for example the recent collab with Final Fantasy IX, and you can do pretty well as a free-to-play player. All of this sounds great on paper, but for me, things started to feel like a job. I know gacha games can become grind fests, but for me it became a super massive grind fest. You'd have to grind more in this game than an average Discord mod would grind his anime girlfriend pillow. I had to keep repeating the same battle after the same battle to get the latest skin, weapon, and weapon upgrade. Grinding it out was fine for the first couple of weapons and skins, but then they keep releasing new stuff because it's gacha, so you need to keep doing the same endless battles to get what you want. But I get it, for many people, all that repetitive work would be worth it to get Tifa in that little Santa outfit. To me, what I was craving the most from this game was a genuine JRPG experience. For example, in a typical JRPG, you'd enter a town, get to know its people, do some side quests, and beat a boss. In Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, there are tiny segments of story, but most of it is just selecting which battles you have to fight, and to unlock upgrades, you have to do the same battles again and again. There's a lot that's good here, but I'll resume playing this game when things get better, or when we get Borat Barrett. The next finalist is a mobile game that got me screaming, what in the Kirop is this game doing in this awards? Listen, I thought I'd see a game like Genshin Impact or even League of Legends make the top list, but Hello Kitty Island Adventure? For some weird reason, I don't think this game was targeted at me, but here we are. You can get this game from the Apple Arcade store. I'm not a member of Apple Arcade, but I signed up to this paid monthly service just for you. And you know what? I didn't know all those cutesy characters I grew up seeing in stickers, arcades, and Chinatown toy stores were from the Hello Kitty universe. Like that duck dude, Kiropi, My Melody, Kuromi, that black thing, and the most shocking one, that egg yolk character that's now on Netflix, Gudetama? And they wanted me to take pics of him too! There's a funny story behind the name of the game Hello Kitty Island Adventure because it's the very same name Butters from South Park called his favorite game many years ago.
To victory! I don't play World of Warcraft.
Butters, you said you're on your computer all the time.
Yeah, but I'm playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Butters, go buy World of Warcraft, install it on your computer, and join the online sensation before we all murder you.
Did South Park inspire this game? Who knows? Given that the game is called Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I was expecting strong horror themes and blood and gore, but I was absolutely shocked by the cuteness of it all. When I started the game, I was led to this character creation screen where I was able to make the most good-looking young man in the history of the planet, and I was even more surprised that they had pop culture references too, like the Snakes on the Plane reference. After playing for a few hours, I realized it's probably the easiest game I've ever played, second to Elden Ring, but the people who like this game probably aren't looking for something intense anyway. I spent most of my time giving the islanders cutesy gifts, doing little cutie side quests, and jumping cutely around while cutesy music played in the cute background. Aside from the monthly Apple Arcade membership required to play this game, there was nothing in this game that asked me for money. I tell you, it was an otherworldly experience for a mobile game to not ask me for money. I felt like I could breathe again. If cutesy chill games are your thing, then Hello Kitty Island Adventure might be the love of your life, but for me, I won't be playing this game ever again. Speaking of cute, do you want to see my giant monster? Monster Hunter, that game that rewards you for killing rare wildlife, has a mobile version made by the same folks behind Pokemon Go, a game which you may have heard about. Having never played any of the Monster Hunter games, I was genuinely curious as to what this will be like. Unlike Pokemon Go, where I had to run straight into traffic to catch them all, in Monster Hunter, you need to kill a bunch of monsters so you can upgrade your weapons and equipment, and with these upgraded weapons and equipment, you can kill stronger monsters to get stronger weapons and equipment. I heard they used the monsters from the original Monster Hunter game, so that's great for fans, and I found it cool how if you're moving and see a rare monster but are too busy to fight it, you can tag them with a paintball and fight them later. You also get unique monsters and items depending on the terrain you're in. Look, this is the game I played the least because I kind of got the whole point of the game within a few hours. But I can see how this game can be addictive to people. The battle system is easy but enjoyable, and it can be fun fighting a bunch of monsters and collecting rare items when you're out and about. I saw there's a feature where you can join raids with other people too, but in the short amount of time I played this game, I didn't encounter any. Also, I'm an introvert. Speaking of killing stuff, this next one was a shocker! Terra Nil, the first Netflix game I've ever played, will probably make you feel extremely satisfied and chill. And maybe want to start growing a creepy ecosystem in your bathroom. I'd never played a Netflix game before and didn't want to attempt playing it on my TV, so I used my iPad and was kind of shocked to play a really fun game. So Terra Nil starts you off in this barren world that humans clearly screwed up. Your goal is to use a bunch of tools to restore the land, and once vegetation and animals start popping up, you need to get rid of any evidence of your existence, so the world can finally heal. Aww, we suck. I started off with only wind turbines to get electricity, toxic scrubbers to get rid of toxic stuff, and an irrigator to grow grass. Each of these came with limitations, so I had to use my old brain to strategize where to put all this crap. As I restored more nature, I was able to unlock more stuff to restore even more nature. They put a lot of thought into making this game feel extremely satisfying. The sound effects, the UX, and the animations all worked together to kind of make me want to save the world. And the most therapeutic part of this game is seeing animals that have come to life wander through this green world I created. There's even an option where you can just watch everything. All of this got me thinking in the shower hard. God created us all in His image. Is this why we have the ability to both end and create life? But then for some reason, and 100% not this game's fault, after playing this game for long hours, I went and ate a bunch of fried chicken. Out of all the games I played in this list, I'd say Terra Nil is my favorite. But hold up. Speaking of favorites, let's talk about the last finalist and the winner of the Mobile Game of the Year award. And no, it's not Project Makeover, and no, it's not Hero Wars, it's none other than Honkai Star Rail, a game that has apparently surpassed the $1 billion revenue mark since its release in April this year. Can you imagine making $1 billion within a few months? I'm struggling making even $20, man. Someone give me money now, please, ASAP. Mum, I did an entire video on my experience playing this game, which I've linked in the description. I first started playing Honkai Star Rail because I thought I was too late to the Genshin Impact bandwagon and might be able to understand a Hoyoverse game more if I played it from the start. But there was so much going on all at once, and it was as if the game just assumed I'd know everything for some reason. Plus, there was so much text I could barely read it on my small mobile screen, so I stopped playing for months until they released it on PS5. To get ready, I watched countless YouTube videos on battle guides, gacha mechanics, and lore explanation. When I played it again on a much bigger screen, I was finally able to figure out its $1 billion recipe. It's a decent RPG with great music, some interesting lore, some over-the-top lewd waifus who you know will make a ton of cash for the game, and husbandos who kinda look like women, who will also generate a bunch of cash plus a massive marketing budget. These were the Mobile Game of the Year finalists, my friends. What did you think of them? Did you think other games deserve to be in this list? My favorites are Terra Nil and Honkai Star Rail. But I'm surprised Genshin Impact wasn't in this list, and I know that Another Eden is a niche game compared to Hello Kitty Island Adventure, but we all know there's no other mobile game I've played more in 2023 than Another Eden.